That ought to be enough for now. Let's get started. Maybe we'll have a class today. And I think Carver's supposed to give some sort of combat training lesson. Guess we'll see. Ooh. Wait, who is that? Or, oh, that's just a, okay. Wake up, Arbor. That's just the top of a tree. Not a person.
Are you expecting someone on the top of the tree?
No, I thought I saw someone
You're
on
seeing
top of
things
the...
on the top of the tree.
Yeah, no, on top of the pillar. I thought I saw it, but no, it was the top of a tree that I thought was a person. Also, good morning.
Good morning.
Have you seen, anybody else this morning?
I'm feeding Boomy.
Boomy?
Morning, Boomy.
Oh. I didn't realize they had names.
Yep. Oh, well, you're just sliding, aren't you, Boomy? There you go. We named him.
Oh.
Hmm?
Cool.
It's Boomy and Bertha.
I guess they're omnivores? The others were feeding them
Yeah,
only
I
meats
think.
and cheeses.
Oh, wait, no, that's that Boomy? She's sleeping there. Wait, we have 3 now?
Oh. Huh.
I somehow don't think Boomy. Okay.
Weird. Look at all those chickens.
Well, they haven't been eating the chickens, so I assume they're not exact carnivores. Oh well. They might be out in pasture. I'll just leave them here, a pair for her. I gotta think of a name for the third one. They seem kind of lazy. Evermore. Anyway. How are you feeling? We had a bit of excitement the last few days.
Just fine for the most part. The stuff that happened in the cave was a bit tiring, but I recovered well enough. Just needed a good night's rest.
Yep.
Time to rest and recover. You know how it is. How about you?
Not exactly, but...
I know you've been busy.
Yeah, I didn't sleep very well last night, to be honest.
Oh?
A lot of thinking.
Well, do you want to talk about it, or something on your mind?
Sort of. But not. Morning, Linux.
Morning, Linux.
Morning, Linux.
Good
Morning,
morning.
You're
Nerali.
being chased.
That was a good stride.
Wasn't happening.
Oh
Good
boy.
morning,
fuck.
Briar.
Good morning.
Good morning, Headmaster.
Good morning, students.
Ugh.
I have a really important
Have a lesson
engagement with a
today?
In
dumbbell or
regards to your
something. I don't
lessons, will we be needing any
Is that like
illusions
an
or creatures
actual-
or anything, or will the books
Hmm?
suffice?
Right, yeah, me too.
Morning.
Morning.
I better play it safe.
I hope you've been well.
My God, eaten out by
Yeah,
Well, there's
for
also
the most
Tom
part.
Bean, he could help you with
Aside
the
from
food.
just wearing myself out the other day trying to heal everybody
Visuals and
after
stuff, but
they got injured in the
you
caves.
Might most likely will remember these things from last.
Thank you for that.
It's been fine.
Very well.
Just trying my
How's your
best
hearing?
to
A hearing.
All fixed? I would
Stay
expect.
motivated,
I believe it's been a few
um,
days.
what's the word? Stay
Hold
positive.
on, I believe they call it ASMR.
Positive.
Yes. Hi, morale
Hello
level
there.
Oh.
Hello there.
How is your hearing doing, dear?
It's fine.
Ugh. Ugh.
Well, that solves that.
Got it.
Uh-huh.
All good.
Fairy healing plus
Lovely.
students and health potions do wonders.
I'm glad it's back to normal.
Morning.
I mean, what is a
Headmaster.
were-rabbit without her hearing?
I know, pretty much dead if you ask me. I'd be definitely
Mhm.
dead.
And how are you doing, Arbor? Doing well?
Just fine.
Good.
How about you, Professor?
I'll check
Doing
to see
just
the students
fine.
are killing each other.
Akiyama boy and I just tree-strided through a nice old tree. It was a very, good experience for it
For
and me.
it, the tree, or?
Yes, an old gal. She's about a couple, 100 years old. Not bad. Not the oldest tree on campus, but she used some action,
I
and we sure gave it to her.
don't think I understand. The tree. It was a good experience for the. Or you. Oh wait, that's right, plants.
Hmm.
The
Depends
tree
on how you want to look at it.
talked to you and told you that it enjoyed you striding using it.
You see, a tree's life is very boring, so when you get something like a good striding, well, it can feel pretty good. Exciting, even.
Oh.
People are walking through you, traveling through dimensions.
Oh. I mean, I've only ever tree started once. With Willow, Professor Willow.
Think about a stomach and food going through you and out the other end. I believe that's what it's like.
Can't imagine. Cool, though. I guess. I guess I'm happy for the tree. Oh wait, so the tree has it. You said it's a she. Trees have a predetermined gender.
She,
or...
he, ambiguous, really.
Oh, I see. You just assigned it a. Okay, wasn't sure. I can't talk to plants, or I've never had them talk to me, so I can't say that I've ever asked what they prefer.
They're a little stupid, but
Oh. Okay.
you're not missing anything, really. Except the striding. The striding's good.
Got it. Well, I suppose you're here for a lesson today?
Yes, I've been given the chance to teach you all more.
There's not going to be more boggles, are there?
It's only a lecture, though. As much as I would like it to be, but no.
Oh, okay.
Just a book lesson to prepare you for what's to come,
Morning, Esme.
so you don't die.
Yeah, not dying is good.
I generally prefer not being dead. Can't say I really know much. I don't know. I like living, so I think I'll stick with that.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing, dear?
Any of the others
Good.
awake?
I think there's a chicken on the
Good.
loose.
Oh?
So if you see
Sorry,
a chicken that looks like
not from our
Misty,
squad, but Flora and Lila are in there.
I've been
That's
repelled
just
by the
Linux,
okay.
and no, never mind, not Linux.
A chicken that
Linux?
looks like
There's
Misty.
Linux?
The
Never mind
Hellhound
that, Linux.
girl?
What?
Morning, Linux.
What?
Mhm.
What? Oh, good morning.
That would be a scary sight. Is it like a demonic hound chicken?
a little.
Oh, I'll
completely
keep an eye
harmless.
out.
I think.
Very well. What should I do with it if I see it? Capture it? Kill it? What do you want?
No, don't kill it. Capture it. And let
Capture it.
Misty know. Can.
Alrighty. Keep an eye out for a demonic fiery chicken. Very well.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Of course.
I'm gonna
Anyways,
go.
I have studying to do. Yes. Goodbye. See you this morning.
Did you want to try practicing some of the stuff we worked on yesterday?
Creeper. In a tree somewhere, or anywhere around. Let me know.
Okay. What would you prefer to practice? We could try and go over
my
some
room.
sword training,
Like
or we could go over the
I don't
cake
know if
stuff
it's
that we
like
did
this or the
yesterday.
other
Maybe you
one.
have to go on another
Um,
trip to the abyss. Take the
Probably
plunge,
some sword
find the end.
training.
Okay.
I already did
Here.
that.
I
we'll
just
go
have to
through
put my bracelet
Same.
on.
Did not succeed.
okay. Um,
Mm.
whatever you need to do, I'll just wait over
In
here.
my hand, and then they suddenly vanished. Don't know what happened.
Should probably just use one of the practice ones. Don't want to hurt anybody. Why are the weapons here so much bigger than mine? They're like crazy big by comparison. It's probably the closest. Oh.
Sword?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So do you remember any of the stuff that we talked about last time we practiced using swords?
Probably not, but I've been training with a few different people, so
Okay. So you know how to do basic guards?
mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Like down, up, diagonal.
Up. Down.
Oh, I can't touch it though.
Yeah. You
That's like
likely
a
won't want
double-sided
to,
blade.
because yeah, you've got a double-edged sword.
Mm.
Morning, Misty.
Good
Okay.
morning.
Let's see. What should we start on? Well, why don't we go ahead and practice just some basic swings. I'll let you swing at me and I'll block it, okay?
Okay.
So try and make certain that your form is correct and that you're swinging through.
Form correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, so move in arcing motions. Swing.
What does that mean?
Swing. Swing. So do you see how my arm and my hand are moving in smooth, round shapes.
Round.
Yeah.
Round. Round.
Mm-hmm.
Round.
Wow.
Yep.
Round.
Mm-hmm. See? Alright.
Round. Round.
Okay.
Hammer here. A lot of danger.
Alright. Now go ahead and try and swing in different directions. Feel free to put a little bit of force behind it, okay?
Okay. Round.
Mm-hmm.
Round. Round.
Oh,
Do
you're fine. That
I
was a
need to
little
be
low.
closer?
Generally speaking, yes, but this will do fine. Once you're ready to really start
Okay.
practicing, if we ever do a spa or something like that, you'll
Probably
be able to move
not now.
closer. Yeah, just in case. Go ahead and try again.
Round.
Mm-hmm.
Round. Round.
Keep going.
Round. 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 That was actually like a crescent, not really a circle.
It doesn't have to be
Does it still
directly
count?
circular, as long as you're going in a
Okay.
sweeping arc. Doesn't have to be
Mm,
perfectly
okay.
circular. Okay. I'll start slow, and I'll try and take a couple swings, okay?
Okay, and then I block.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Swing. Let's try that again. If I'm swinging at you like this, just bring your sword up,
Oh, just
Up.
bring it up.
up, up, up,
Just overhead
Down.
when I do this.
down. Yes, if I'm swinging down, then bring your hand up like this. There's other situations, and a lot of it'll depend on what kind of sword you're using. In this case, it's fine to go like this, especially if you've got a guard.
Okay. This,
Because then you're going to be able to catch their
this,
weapon.
This.
In your case, you're going to be
Okay.
using your guard a lot to catch the weapon and then push it away. So, here,
Okay.
try and swing in, and try and swing for the center of my blade, and see what happens.
Oh.
The guards are designed to catch the blade and stop you from, well, theoretically cutting off someone's fingers.
Hmm. Okay.
But then what I can do is, if I'm swinging outwards like this, your blade is going to be pushed away.
Mm. I
It's
see.
all about trying to get someone's blade away from your body. So let's try again.
Okay.
Bring your sword up. Ready, stance. Let's try that one again.
Oh, shoot.
Swing.
Watching.
No.
You're the,
Oh.
you're the
The
king of all these.
opposite.
Can you help us find our chicken?
Bring your hand.
Who is
like
telling you that?
this.
What?
You told me.
That way, when the blade hits, it's getting caught in
Oh.
the guard again. There you go. Let's try it one more time.
Upside down, meow.
And you're fine. Don't worry about it. You've got this. Okay. Sword at the ready position.
Lead the way.
Right in front of you. You want
Well,
your
I don't
sword in
know.
front
I
of you
was
at all
wondering if
times,
you had,
unless
like,
you're
some,
someone
like,
like Ryder who likes to do
CBD
some sort of weird
Fade,
style.
Whatever.
I don't know
Chicken.
exactly
Okay.
why he does that.
Yeah, to find paprika that looks like a hell chicken. That's
Okay.
She painted it with
Sword
fake
in
paint.
front.
yes.
Oh,
Swing.
And then what?
I don't have
Very
a
good.
fine chicken
And
spell.
swing.
As far as I know.
And swing.
Hmm.
I can use the plants to
think
look around,
Mike-
but they're Akiyama boys. That would
Did I do
be...
that wrong?
That one would have been a little bit awkward, but I understand why you
I
would
don't
do
want
it.
to think about it. I'll just eat my
Naughty.
yogurt.
That's generally what I tend to
Yeah,
do,
it's
but I
okay.
also am using a single-edged sword, so I only have
Think of all
one
the plants on
direction.
campus as his children.
But I generally am going to be
And then I would
swinging.
be using them.
In your case, If you're blocking from here, and someone then swings over here,
Don't look
just
at me
bring
like
your
that.
hand down and rotate.
Don't look at me like
Okay,
that.
well, I didn't think of it that way. I just thought they
Yes.
were like more like his minions.
Other thing we might want to work
We're
on,
disturbing
since you
the
seem to
sword
be
lady.
standing straight on like this, put one foot in front of the other. So, sort of take one foot in the back,
Oh,
plant, one foot in the front,
I
knee
think-
bent, plant.
I think it's because my feet are really small.
No, no.
Okay,
No.
is this better?
Honestly, your feet are pretty much the same size as mine. Don't worry about it. The size of your feet doesn't make a difference in how you should stand, but you still want to keep your arm in front. Your dominant shoulder is going to be in front, your dominant foot in front, and then your other foot behind. So in your case, your left hand, so I imagine your dominant foot is going to be your left foot. So in this case, stand like that. Shoulder in front. Body's going to be turned a bit. Very good. Now when I swing, you're able to block nice and easy without having to turn your body a whole lot. In that case, just turn your wrist. If I
Upside
start-
down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because then if I'm swinging up, again, my sword is going to get caught in the guard. You'll be able to push me away. Same thing for
How
the other
does that
side.
one work? For this side.
Mm-hmm. Well, if I'm swinging down at your legs or up, if you block, firstly, you've got more covering your legs because nobody wants to lose their legs. Ironic.
This just feels like a weaker stance, I
Mm.
guess.
Well, therein, put your arm into it. If someone's swinging at your legs, generally speaking, you're going
Still
to want
doesn't
to
feel normal.
catch their blade with the inner part. Out here, you've got less force. You can impart more force, but it's harder for you to accept force from the outer parts of the blade. And the inner parts are a lot easier. Here is where you should be catching the blade. So, if you have to bend
Wouldn't
a
it
little
be
bit,
easier for me to step back?
maybe. Unless I'm moving forward and I'm swinging at your legs like this, in which case you may not be able to move fast enough. I'm not gonna hit you, don't worry. Besides, these are the dulled swords.
Hmm. Okay.
So, we'll worry about moving and that sort of stuff later. Right now, let's just get the basics down.
Okay.
For now, if you're gonna block your legs, do it like this. If you have to crouch a little bit, I don't know if somebody's smaller than you, like, I don't know, you're fighting Linux for whatever odd
Linux.
reason.
Yeah.
Then absolutely you're gonna have to crouch a bit.
But then I would just kick him.
Yes.
Just. See ya.
Okay. So let's try blocks again. Ready?
Okie dokie.
Ready stance? One foot in front of the other. Hips are turned.
Ready.
Alright. Getting ready stance. Legs crouched. Much better. Alright, let's start. Swing. And swing. Don't worry. I'm not gonna hit you. Swing. Swing.
Oops. I don't know why, but I
It's
thought
okay.
it'd be lower.
Trust me, it's easy to do that. Either one works, really. As long as you're able to catch the blade with the cross guard.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, and I'm gonna do it again. And swing. Swing.
Well, I did not think about this. No.
Exactly. See, that's why going from here, if you're guarding from the side, and somebody swings at you from the other side, bam, 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 bam. rather than having
Yay,
to go
5
from
months.
here to here. It's not much more movement, but it's a lot easier because then if you have to guard high again, you don't have to worry.
Ah, okay. I think
So,
I'm
the only
done
ones you have to
sword
worry
stuff
about
now.
swapping.
I think I'm done with sword training now. Meow.
You're doing fine. Trust me. You're still learning. Just try and get the basics down. So, here. I'm gonna go in a pattern, okay? This is the same pattern that we used the other day. Okay? I'm gonna go
Okay.
left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay?
Okay.
And I'm not gonna wait in between each one. But don't worry, I won't hit you, I promise. Okay?
Okay.
Ready?
Mhm.
Swing. 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 That's the correct
Well, that
guards.
was easier.
Now make certain that you've got a good stance and that you're putting your shoulders into it because that's the most powerful part of your arm. Your shoulder and your upper arm. So when you go to
Okay.
guard like this, put your arm into it. You're trying to stop them from taking your life, okay? So
Okay.
bam, bam, bam,
Bam.
bam,
Bam.
bam,
Bam.
bam.
Bam. Bam.
Perfect. All right, we'll do that last
Okay.
exercise one more time.
Ready.
And swing, swing,
Bam.
swing,
Bam.
swing,
Bam.
swing, swing,
Bam.
swing.
Bam.
Good job.
Good.
All right. That's probably enough for now. I imagine the bell will probably
Okay.
be going off pretty soon, so go ahead and do whatever you have to with your weapon. I'll go put this one away.
Thank you.
No problem. Nobody likes to lose their legs. Wow. That's ironic. Incredibly ironic. I think too nice. Probably. Like most people would still be angry that I tried to cripple you.
I've already tried, Rex. I don't want to. Never mind, you're right, probably.
I guess praise God. I don't fucking know.
I don't know. I'm just glad it's dark in there, so I don't have to see it. Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Nothing ever. Don't worry about it. You need to get out of here real quick
Yeah.
before you get dragged into this.
Do you think John wants to require assistance?
Yeah, somehow.
Oh god. Well, I guess,
I mean,
Hello, Arbor.
Crystal Thorn.
Morning, Liang. Is this the
Yeah,
same
I
rabbit
think
from the
Grumpy
other
after
day?
a few days, he's been in there for at least 300 years, you know? Jeez.
fuck. Is it like,
Wait, Crystal still has a spot. Oh, yeah.
Four of them now, 'cause
I just
they're,
got one.
the knights, I guess.
I remember.
I really just, need
Yeah.
someone to love. Okay?
Crystal
how he's
Thorn have
That's what we
couples,
do.
I think.
We just like, hey, here's a girl. Like, here's some, like,
A couple or one?
No, maybe he's swings the other
Two.
way, though. We don't know.
Two.
Oh,
Wait,
that's true.
two?
We've got, like, so many
Mhm.
of them.
But if he swings all the ways, and
Who was the other
That'll
one?
be interesting.
or no, I don't know.
Oh, dumb. Okay, Filari. Sorry.
Anyway,
Oops, oops.
that was interesting.
You got it.
That was an interesting conversation.
He said bragging rights, but I don't know if it's necessarily something to brag
You
about.
barely see here, so that's why.
True.
Ooh,
We'll see what Esme's doing.
Okay.
I was training with her.
She's still on the basics, but I think given enough time, she'll learn. She doesn't have a lot of confidence right now, which is... I don't know. I find it strange to see, because I guess
That's how bunny
remember
hops were
when I
from
was
side to
like
side.
that, so. I just remember how patient my dad was with me while he was teaching me.
She was doing side to side bunny hops earlier.
Oh, you're doing it early. Ow, 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 don't. Slap me.
They were
I'm glad
little
to hear.
slaps. If I want to really slap you, you'd know.
Could
Oh, I know.
transform.
Big hand. Big hand. Big slap. Big hand, big slap.
Have I slapped
How's she
someone while I
doing?
was ganked? I don't recall.
Great.
Probably Misty.
Almost ready. Let go.
I think that's the wrong
Came
bell.
wrong.
That wrong bell.
Oh shit, we're having breakfast finally.
Briar probably got a hold of the bells.
Hmm.
Nice.
Well, we have to go and check still.
What's their name, Flora?
Charlotte.
Charlotte. Oh. Good morning, Charlotte.
Okay, and take them back then.
Alright, now that's right,
Better
bro.
hurry. You okay?
Yeah, the pain's still there, but I'm recovering more and more.
Glad to hear it. Come on.
Let's go. Thank you. I took my time today mostly to learn a little bit about potions, see how it goes. And Master recommended me to learn more about hit potions. Because it's not good.
Might be a good idea.
Nope, where'd they go?
They already went through.
Okay. I'll see you there.
Oh god. You could do it. You could do it. You could do
Oh.
it. Come on now.
Morning, Ryder.
Good morning.
Again.
If you asked me a month ago, probably not.
Oh no.
This is more important.
By the way, Briar, would
I'm
you...
ready to get into a
What are you doing
It's gonna
here?
be Star Leaf.
Recognizing.
He's one of our teachers.
Mr. Blood.
He's a professor, Ryder. Show him
Those are the
respect.
ones
You're a
for
nerd.
me.
Good one,
He's
Ryder.
been
Good
a
one.
professor for a while now. Did you not know?
What? I thought he was temporary.
Wait, he's
Close enough.
he's actually cross our forces.
Not exactly, but he's hired here.
So then he's a
No,
But I
mercenary.
have a much more
but
important
then
question for you, Briar. I just realized
Right.
this morning.
He's a mercenary professor,
Wants
a
to purchase
freelance, a wild card.
Mercenary professor.
Probably.
That doesn't even make sense.
I
actually outsmarted him a couple
The
days.
substitute teacher.
He called me a bullshit.
Professor.
You can crawl inside the blowhole and you can shoot
United
your
with
opponent.
Stan Swan.
I assume that would be the reason.
Yeah, you know.
Is
that coming to teach you?
We just need to get a tiny uniform for our chicken, and then boom, we have another gout squad.
I'll keep an eye and ear out for any weird
Paprika, I choose you.
Looks like these are all the students.
Where is Paprika?
Oh no, I still have the family.
Good morning, everyone. So, I just heard back from the Cross-Eyed Forces. They've requested our presence in the desert. They have their emissary out there, and they finally determined the reason for the poisoned waterhole. The Inquisition has also claimed no ownership of the location. It is indeed the Worm Caves. While it is an abandoned mine, apparently, they claim no ownership, so we can actually finally go and clear it up. The cross-eyed forces have also been purifying the water over the last few months with the salt, but they are starting to dwindle in supplies to the point where they don't want to exhaust the land further. However, we do have a couple weeks to prepare and train you all for the ordeal to come. We have plenty of things to handle there when we get there, so we'll be going over everything. For today, we'll be having Briar going over the beast in the desert, as things have been changing, as creatures have become more aggressive, and, you know, the ecology of the area, different creatures come and go, claim the land. He'll be filling you in on how that is all going and what you might expect to face there. If you could all go to the usual classroom on the right when you exit this wing, the Vanguard Art Vale wing. I believe that your board is all prepped and everything, correct, Brian? You're good to go? All right, I'll see you all there in 5 minutes to go over. Feel free to grab the Duat Desert book so we can go over the creatures. The board also has the rest, as the book is not as complete as it used to be. And Briar, in 5 minutes, if students are late, you have permission to punish them how you see fit.
Oh boy.
Yo, did they get
Oh, what else could you do to me? Oh,
Don't ask that question, Ryder. Don't ask questions you don't want answered.
It's okay. At least I'm going back to the desert. Horn drugs.
All right.
Excellent.
Come on, Ryder. You know, asking stuff like that, especially right in front of him, is gonna only cause more trouble for you.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Then why did you do it?
Well, I have every right to be Ryder as I am.
So to openly instigate the professor to mess with you, like, right in front of him?
Look, you would be very surprised. I think I bring a bit of spark to this school.
Maybe, but maybe a little something else too.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
I was in general school.
Oh.
That was before we got placed.
The only other member of Arden Vale
So
here,
I'm
so.
definitely excited. We get to go back to the desert. You know what this means, right?
You're excited? Oh, it's gonna be hot.
Bathing suit?
No, wait.
Oh,
no, man.
I will beat the
Ryder,
ever-living
don't!
shit out of you.
We
if
just
you
got you
fucking
off of it.
Put that booger
Bathing
shooter
suit?
up your fucking nose again.
Dealing
Minotaur.
with you.
Powder.
That's right.
Oh
No.
my god.
Ryder, no.
Ryder, we just got you off of
Misty,
it. Now you're
shut
gonna
up.
get back on.
You've got a problem, you know that?
Wait, if
Oh,
Misty
bro.
took some, would I die?
What's wrong with you, bro?
Possibly.
You need to see someone.
You know it's an aphrodisiac, right?
Dealing. No, listen.
Oh, shit.
Listen here,
yeah,
okay?
You actually need to go to an AA meeting. What's wrong with you?
An AA
Dealing with
meeting?
you people is stressful.
For one.
What?
Yeah, this is-
What is an AA?
He's not wrong.
We have meetings?
Every day.
Mm.
Too, remember? You
The
know,
feeling is
what
mutual.
else have to do with you?
Look, you're
Weird.
smiling right now, and I can sense the smile, you know.
I just smile whenever I look at you, Ryder. You just make me smile.
Well, thanks.
See, you're taking drugs because
Aw.
of that.
Look, Ryder,
Forget about things.
I'm just saying, if you take that Minotaur horn, you'll regret it. I'll make sure you do. Because I'll have to give you shots
Alright.
to get rid of it.
Now look here, you. What?
Yeah.
I
Oh, yeah,
remember on
forgot
that
she's
day I
liking
started
it.
smoking it to stay away from her.
What?
Yeah. Fucking tell me when you're doing it. Jeez.
This is really dumb.
It sounds sketchy as fuck when you're like
I'm
saying
this
this is
show.
my best evidence that there's
Listen,
hobgoblins, hyenas,
When I do it, it
flying
turns me
snakes,
into a
minotaurs,
full-blown out
shades,
underground
ogres.
gangster. When you
Elementals.
do it, there's no telling what will happen.
Is all the Vanguard
Who
gonna
knows
be
what
sitting up
kind,
this
but
way?
yeah,
Shit,
sand
that's
and
kinda
stuff
true.
probably, you know.
Why not?
Remember
I just
most
do not want
times.
to deal with a fire elemental. I just don't
Come on,
want
let's
to.
get ready.
How? You're not that big.
No, I'm definitely not. That's why I'm surprised that you're taking up so much space.
If I could get up right now.
Rhinos.
Zach's got a big butt.
That's being
That's
mentioned.
coming from you?
Slaughterfish.
Oh, the undead
It's all in the
again.
thighs.
Death dogs.
Wait, are the general and are we talking about the ones
Are we
that-
missing anyone?
Wait, sand is a creature?
I don't think so.
Other than some of Ignis? No.
Where's Victor?
Well, and some of...
Where's...
Isn't it strange how Victor never shows up to these things when you're around, Briar?
Who's Victor?
Does Ignis get a merit for not showing up?
One of the students.
Ignis is...
That's me here.
He's right there.
He's a member of Ignis.
Ignis is here. That's
Oh, there
weird.
it is. Huh.
Ignis is here.
Yeah, you get angry when people look over you, Linux.
Huh?
Hi, Esme.
What? Don't look over me. What the heck?
Alrighty, class.
Point.
You can all hear me, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Don't fucking touch me.
Very good.
Unbelievable.
I need you to turn to page 394.
Oh, okay, hold on. It only goes to 8.
One. Yeah, it only goes to
Alright, 8 will do. No, page 1. Page 1, actually.
Oh, okay.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
Alright, I'm here to teach you about the possible creatures you'll run into as you travel to Duat Desert. You've been there before, so some of this will be a rehash, and some of it won't be. As you can see, we have some more creatures on the board that you may encounter. We got revenants, ooh, spicy, specters, hobgoblins, giant lizards and snakes, ooh, fire beetles, Komodo dragons, rhinos, elephants, skeletons, and, well, undead of any sort. Mummies, liches, anything that can kill you and eat your guts. But the most common creatures we'll go over right now. Cockatrices, yes. The cockatrice is a small avian magical beast. It's notorious for its petrification ability. It's closely related to the pyralisk. As you can see, the cockatrice is down the right-hand corner. Very ugly creature. Don't let it kill you. Although about the size of a large turkey or goose and weighing 25 pounds, a cockatrice more closely resembles a chicken. But it is a hideous hybrid with the wings of a bat and a lizard-like tail. A male cockatrice has roosters, wattles, and comb, which the males lack. It has glowing red eyes. Female cockatrices are very rare, but much more so than the males. As for their combat, any creature that a cockatrice bites can be permanently turned into stone. Cockatrices are immune to their own petrifying bite, and that of other cockatrices, though not of other petrifying creatures and spells. Cockatrices ferociously attack any creature that appears to threaten them or their lairs. Typically, flocks of them attempt to overwhelm or confuse their opponents and fly at their faces. Bathing a petrified body or part in the blood of several cockatrices is said to cure the petrification due to their natural ability. So, if anyone gets bitten and turned to stone, you can kill a few more and hope that no one else gets petrified in the process, and then bathe them in their blood. Next, we have death dogs. Death dogs are vicious and hateful two-headed dogs who have a taste for humanoid flesh. Behavior. Death dogs have a deep, burning hate for everything. They are aggressive and attack travelers and explorers on sight. Think of it like, where's Misty? There's Misty. Think of these dogs as like Misty, just feral and less demonic. Combat. A death dog's saliva has a potent poison that causes a rotting disease on a creature's flesh. Left untended, it brings death in a matter of days. Oh, that one has 2 heads. Wow.
Yes. It's too many. It's like he has a red.
Let's turn the page Oh, as for combating death dogs, well, you just kill it. Anyway, you won't really.
Great.
Make sure it stops breathing. Bone bats. Bone bats are a skeletal undead created from the bodies of giant bats or several bat creatures and skeletons. Behavior. Bone bats take a malicious delight in killing, though they never attack other bone bats. If left uncommanded for an extended period of time, they will attempt to temporarily leave their master's lair to go kill something. Such flights usually go on until the bone bat has killed at least 2 creatures. Often of their own size or smaller. Out of all creatures a bone bat might encounter, bats are the one thing that they would go out of their way to kill. Seems like a vendetta. Bone bats, well, they're undead, so anything that'll affect undead will affect these things. Sand golems. Sand golems are intelligent constructs that are acclimated to the desert environments. Sand golems appear muscular, but can have either slender or bulky builds. They have sand-colored bodies and release sandy dust when they walk. As for their behavior, these automatons endlessly patrol warm desert areas. Golems cannot speak and can only voice dry, hissing sounds. Heatstone farmers use them to protect their harvest. Such constructs possess intelligence and exploit these wits in combat. Thus, sand golems are often difficult to fight due to their advanced tactics, as well as their natural strength. Despite their strength, these golems can utilize stealth to appear as nothing more than piles of sand, so make sure you're keeping an eye out for any moving rock or sand-like structure. Could be a sand golem. As for their combat experiences, sand golems generally fight with their powerful fists, but can also suffocate their opponents with the sand and dust that formed in their bodies. As with other golems, they are immune to disease and poison. Such constructs are also immune to any spells that allow magic resistance, and some spells function differently against them. Spells that involve blasts of sand will heal the golems instead of hurting them. So you will sort of build upon them if you use any sort of sand or rock-like magic. So be careful not to do that. Let's turn to page 5. Here we're getting to the really nasty creatures that I think you encountered last time. Giant sandworms. The giant sandworm, a creature of varying size and lethality that is only found in the deserts of the world and in lairs of a sandworm queen. They move around the desert either above ground, leaving a trench, or by burrowing and creating a wave of sand. Combat, well, they eat you. That's about it. But giant sandworms are very loud on approach and either eat its victims whole or remove limbs if they somehow miss you in one bite. The end of their tails are where most of its organs are, so make sure you attack that part of their body if you get an opportunity. They can track prey with tremor sense up to 60 feet, and it has blind sight up to 30 feet, so make sure you are aware of its senses. A very deadly enemy. Mummies. A mummy is an undead creature, created from a preserved corpse, animated by the dark gods of the desert. These horrid creatures are often marked with symbols of the dire gods they serve. While other undead often stink of carrion, the herbs and powders used to create a mummy give off a sharp, pungent odor like that of a spice cabinet. Mummies cause fear in the living on sight, and any creature they touch is afflicted by a rotting curse called mummy rot. Inhabiting great tombs or temple complexes, they maintain a timeless vigil and destroy would-be grave robbers. Mummies are the undead guardians of tombs and vaults of honored dead, such as kings or nobility of the ancient world. They patrol their homes with dedication, remaining alert for signs of tomb robbers or others who desecrate their assigned lair. combat abilities, mummies are granted great strength. They also carry a virulent curse that acts as a disease. This affliction, known as mummy rot, causes the flesh of its victims to rot away, leaving gruesome scars and disfiguring. I believe one of you experienced this. Raise your hand if you're here. Ah, Jixie. How was it, dear? Was it exciting, painful?
Numbing.
Numbing. Take notes, students. Numbing. Until the limb falls off and rots away. A mummy moves with a slow, shambling gait and groans with the weight of the ages. They attack intruders without pause or mercy. They never attempt to communicate with their enemies and never retreat. An encounter with a mummy usually ends only with the destruction of one combatant or the other. So, I am proud that you did encounter a mummy and survived. So, points to that, Jixie.
If they're animated
Professor,
by dark gods, but their only purpose is to defend
Yes, Viola.
relatives, is that
there are other things that mummies are capable of, sir. Combat-wise.
Oh,
dark god or
of course. Mummies can vary in different power and, well, whatever they were.
that seems like a pretty
But I'm not going to read the whole book to you.
Sir, there is one that's still alive, that's capable of some sort of...
You're thinking of a mummy lord that would be guarded by them.
Ah, a lord of mummies.
Considering he's still alive.
Ah, I see. So the mummy you encountered was not destroyed?
No, we got the hard jar from the Abagua and we destroyed it. She's burning in front of me. That one.
I see.
That's the only reason the curse lifted those that were in the fight alongside of us. There was another mummy lord elsewhere with a different curse, though. That's why Jixie was still affected, I think. Because we had to go inside.
You encountered two mummies.
There was two different places that we went into when we shouldn't have, probably.
Ah, I see. Well, count yourselves lucky. Very lucky. And hope you do not encounter it again. But yes, as Lila said, mummies can vary in skills, techniques of what they once were. Take, for instance, a great mage becomes a mummy, or a great powerful warrior. Some abilities will be transitioned over, so really depends on what mummy you face. That is why they are so deadly. And next we have harpies. A harpy has the upper body of a female humanoid and the lower body of a reptilian creature with scaly legs, clawed feet, and clawed hands with knotty fingers. Harpies have coal-black eyes and faces like a cruel old woman, with hair that is filthy tangled and crusty with old dry blood. They possess powerful, leathery wings which they fly and can carry away their victims. Harpies do not wear any clothing, but will adorn themselves with jewelry, trinkets, or bones of their enemies. Victims. There was no physical evidence between male or female harpies. The males possess breasts just like the females do, leading to the misconception that male harpies do not exist. Combat. Other than their attacks with their sharp claws and abilities to drop you from high via flight, harpies' most notable and worrisome attack is their charms, luring music, melodies, and whatnot. The harpy sings a magical melody. Every humanoid and giant within 300 feet of a harpy that can hear the song have a chance of being charmed until the song ends. It can stop singing at any time. The song ends if the harpy is incapacitated. While charmed by the harpy, a target is incapacitated and ignores the songs of other harpies. The victims slowly move towards the singing harpy to be carried off and or killed and eaten. A target that successfully resists is immune to this harpy song for the next 24 hours. And I read that you also encountered these devious creatures.
Yeah, we did.
Yes, sir.
I never got the chance to fight any of them. I only saw them from the distance.
Quite unlucky you are to encounter both mummies and harpies. Those are the most common creatures. Mummies not so much, but they're in there. As for some new creatures... Yes, Linux?
I got a question. Why in the book does it have feathery wings if it's supposed to have leathery wings?
Seems to be an artistic choice, perhaps.
Maybe a typo.
Are there any questions about the enemies you have already encountered?
Yeah, I got a question.
Yes, Ryder.
Alright, so are these guys going to be, like, upgraded or something? Are they gonna come with anything that we should
Upgraded?
be aware about? We haven't been to the desert in a while, so I imagine that these guys must have changed from within the ecosystem of the desert. Is that why you're teaching us all this stuff again?
You established a camp, correct?
Yeah.
So the ecosystem around said camp may have changed. Monsters may have moved in or moved out. Different monsters may have moved in or moved out. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
I do wonder how the other giants over there are going to
Normally, when people move into a wildlife area, the wildlife tends to remove itself, find a different place to stage out. But some devious creatures who prey on, well, you, might move in. So could be more dangerous.
Good to know.
Any other questions about the creatures you've already encountered? Yes.
So let's say the harpies captured a really strong person and had babies with them. Would they learn the magic and become stronger because of that? Like the mummies, how they transfer abilities?
A good question. No, I don't believe not. I believe they were just... Yes. Merely a sort of bloodline thing.
Was he talking about me?
I think harpies would rule the world by now if that was the case.
That would be... Ooh, okay, good.
I think Rex had kids with Olivia, didn't he?
Alrighty. Well, when you get a chance, look at the board after class.
Creatures from time to time over there. I don't even know.
These are some of the creatures you may encounter that have not been in the book so far. Flying snakes, shades, hyenas,
Flying snakes.
general undead.
Flying snakes?
What's the difference in the general and then is there any specific thing about him?
General undead. General undead can range from, well, skeletons, bone bats, to perhaps mummies, liches, more powerful undead. You can encounter anything within the desert. Yes. Wraiths, zombies.
There's a-lip probably.
Flying snakes,
Take a look at the book in the library.
Flying snakes. Watch out if you see a little wiggly thing in the air. It's a flying snake, and it's coming to bite you.
Why would it bite me? Oh, wait, never mind.
What?
No, not you. Nothing.
Nothing.
Aside from, I think the mummy lord, which resides in a little bit of that, is there anything non-corporeal over there?
Well, shades.
Yes.
Poison to death.
We have shades, specters, revenants.
Venomous?
You may find
We'll deal in the miniature involving the Sanjans.
You may find incorporeal undead. These ones are very dangerous, as they cannot be normally killed by physical objects. You'll have to use magic and whatnot to take them down. And they usually prey upon your life force and suck it out of you. Normally, if you see something that you think is very dangerous, like a wraith or undead of such caliber, I would flee. Unless, of course, you are used to fighting such things and have a way to kill it.
I didn't do that.
Permanently.
Permanently?
Jixie, stop going.
Yes.
My worst subject.
What? Wait, like cleansing the area and stuff.
Rituals, Bob.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it that everything has to be...
The last time
As for...
Lucky got some holy water. Was it holy?
Yeah, but that doesn't grow in trees.
I have the new best enemy.
No, I know. I'm just
I need
wondering.
holy water in my life.
What?
Thank you.
There are 3 things I like to warn you all about. I've been to the desert a few times. It's not the best place to go for myself and for my species, but I've been there nonetheless, is the heat, the sun. So if you're prone to that, I'm looking at you, Liang. I would take precaution. Stay in the shade often, drink lots of liquids, etc. I know we have a few darker creatures in class who are not here, but please warn them, of course. The others, the creatures who live there are adapted to such an environment. They're used to being hardened, battle-ready, fighting each other, surviving. They are survivalists. So, the creatures will be more clever and more dangerous for living within the desert, living within the harsh environment. And the final thing to warn you about are the sand people. That's what they call them, right? The sand people?
You mean desert giants? Or 40 thieves? Or...
No, just people who live there.
Oh.
I think you just called them people.
Oh my god.
People. People then. The non-sand people there usually go to the desert to stay secret, stay safe, so people don't follow them. That or they're born there, so they're going to be used to the environment and much like the creatures, hardened survivalists. So I would worry about the people as well. Do not trust people so easily. And when you make deals with them, make sure you know the full context. Any questions?
Who are we not making deals with?
The sand people.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, we already had to deal with the situation over there, so...
Wouldn't that be incredibly rude?
Don't call them
To them, accept us mostly.
Just call them people. Just call them people. Jesus.
You don't need to call them.
If there are no more questions, please study up. Study the creatures you have encountered. Make sure you go over the book and what's in it. And make sure to look at the board. Because we do not have all the information. We just have what you could possibly run into. You'll have several weeks to prepare.
I'll learn that charming
Roger that, Professor
the one that
Breyer.
gets rid of them.
You are dismissed, everyone. I'll stick around for a bit for any questions.
Because they're specifically from Duat, so you can call them Duat humans.
The less you pay attention to it, the more avoid the problems.
Oh, what?
We're talking a bunch about enemies. You guys never look up.
Actually, I know she's not there the whole time, though.
I saw her.
So she just...
I just figured she was messing with
Rhinos in the desert?
A little goblin thing? I saw something else.
Ryder.
Yes.
goblins. I might not be the type that you're gonna expect. You'll see.
Wanted to fight a rhino.
Did you want to read this anymore?
I should have known. I should have known.
As a side note, cadets,
What if
please
you
don't
came
call
and named it
anyone
Rock
sand people.
They prefer the people of Duat.
This just in.
What's wrong with sand people?
You people stress me out. Minotaur horn time. Oh yeah.
Stop
Ryder.
Drugs are disallowed by the school rules, by the way.
Yep.
Technically, it's an aphrodisiac. It just doesn't seem to do the same thing to him.
Okay, I'll force Ipecash down his throat. It'll be fine.
Yes, Dixie.
I know it's not gonna fix that, but it's fine.
Why are elephants listed as a...
What were you talking yeah, what were you talking about? It was hard to hear you across the room. You said there was a mummy that was still alive. What did you mean by that?
That you'll need to find the...
I don't know why they don't just call them humans. I mean, when we were found, they just called us Eerie Drake.
Okay, that's a good point. But a lot of these...
Sad people, though, really?
If that were the case, why aren't carrots up there? Carrots live in the desert.
Catching me slow. I should ask that question.
Sorry.
There are plenty of desert birds, so I don't see any of them up there. I just assumed
that one of these are things we're gonna be fighting. I would hope not to fight rhinos or elephants.
Still hasn't been defeated. Me, Misty.
I mean, a herd of elephants or a herd of rhinos is still incredibly dangerous.
To get the
Well,
curse
yes,
off
of
her.
course, but that's why
a couple
usually
of the
keep away
elephants
from
in the
them.
camp.
I'm not sure what kind.
Now, if they come towards us and start, you know...
To be fair, there were some elephants that came into the camp last year, and
Oh yeah, they were fine.
no, earlier
They're
this
really
year.
nice.
Wow, it's really
Their
been that
ruins were
long.
near the desert giants, I think. So
Well, I mean, the camp in Duwat, yeah, there was the two elephants that stuck by the watering hole. They were
you
really
guys would still
nice.
be cursed if
Mhm.
we didn't find a cure.
If I remember, they're very
Which was the mummy Lord Jarvan defeated.
So if you like blood and iron, maybe?
Oh, blood?
But yes, you can eat them.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Phase
yeah.
two
I'm
and
just
we won't see
well
much
now that you mentioned it, now we can.
I think the
Was
and
that
also
anyone
the thing
else's
that I would
books
wish
causing
to...
them problems?
What?
Who knows if something moved into that tomb though? That's
No,
my bigger
just
concern.
does anyone else's
Yeah,
books
that's
like
the other concern.
opening and closing and moving?
You don't have a book.
I don't see a book on your hand.
Talking about earlier, Esme.
like axes.
Oh, no.
I fought ogres.
No, and what I was saying is the first thing I'm gonna be there is gonna check how my kin is doing, see what other
Hobgoblin
giants in general are gonna be dealing with
Yesterday
the
I was
previous mummy situation.
Be careful of the fire beetles.
Oh, that's
Large
right. Ling was getting
We didn't have to deal with
crustaceans that can breathe
situation.
fire.
We literally had to go
Oh.
there.
They spit out a sort of acid that they then light with their mandibles into some sort of flamethrower.
Probably was controlled by the mummy lord.
What?
So if we
They'll burn you alive and then eat your ashes.
It's like a chemical fire. That's awful.
But you asked me that, and I didn't say
Awful
Yes,
creatures.
Duwat got so many
Can't be reasoned with.
awful
Jessica, you see all
creatures.
spirits?
Ugh.
Yes, I am a spirit.
I don't know how it works.
They shouldn't be.
All I know is that they said that the school was
doesn't matter to me
haunted,
one
so I
way or
wouldn't
the
put it
other.
past
What a dragon's before
that
us, so-
Oh,
spirit
that's
trying to mess
offensive.
with me.
Are you saying it because
The only
I'm
thing that
Is what you need when
No.
entering the desert. Do not let it break you.
No.
I gotta say,
Well, now that
Bend it to your
Spirits
will.
and aberrations, I
Now we
believe,
are,
should be
so-
different.
Now you're
Lord,
talking my
back then.
language, Briar. I'm
So
not
maybe
just
aberrations
anybody. I am Ryder, the great
Apparition, you mean?
awesome champion
Or
guy.
maybe you're losing it.
And I am strong.
Apparition. I said apparition. That's a different
Maybe
word.
you should lay out the
Words are
carrots.
hard.
Anyway.
I
They are. They really are.
But yeah, I saw
Yeah, I
everything up there a while.
think you should lay out the carrots.
I haven't had a carrot.
I look forward to it.
Maybe her.
By the way, about earlier, I was only joking. It's great to see you.
I don't know. Anytime I see
I
you.
decided
Good to
not
see you as well,
push
Ryder.
her.
Goodbye now.
She was gonna suffer the consequences
And good
for
luck
not
within the
going to
desert.
Maybe she was though.
Look.
It's just more like I don't
The
know.
only
She
thing I
put up
need
with
right
my
now is a
questions,
cheesy
but-
bacon while fighting
Yeah,
a
I saw her
minotaur.
up there. I just
And I'm
thought
good.
she wasn't ready to attend class.
Sounds like a good time.
Alright.
Esme, I'm
I'm
pretty
gonna
sure what I
go.
had
well.
was a fish.
I already
Yes.
asked Dixie
He's
about
like a
getting
fish.
some
Looked
materials.
like a fish and
You've
had
been
blue
recently
eyes.
making a lot of fire heat resistant potions, or no? You were working on cold resistance.
All right.
Hmm.
Yeah, she would not want
can
heat
work on
resistance.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah.
So be like, yeah.
It's not about the lesson.
Ryder.
Yeah,
What?
resistance to me is like
You see, I'm
literally
slicking back
thinking
my hair like a
my
true
whole
man.
body would go into shock.
You use
I'm
the
gonna
horn.
go. Yeah, I asked Dixie for
Wait.
couple materials.
Well, I ran
so I
out,
can make
like,
a heat resistant
months
potion,
ago.
So I guess I'm gonna practice doing that.
Good.
So I can be
You
more
can
prepared.
do what I used to do.
All
make
right.
potions all
But don't disturb me
fucking
while I'm
day.
slicking my hair back. Do you understand how important this method is?
I guess that's
For
the
some
only thing
reason,
to
my
do.
thumb's not working. Yeah.
I'm just curious why an aphrodisiac affects you the way it does, Ryder.
Thank you for the
Oh,
lesson,
well,
Brian.
you see,
Interesting.
unlike the other things, I don't get, like, the thing going. I actually am a lot more relaxed when I have it.
Oh, I see. Well, because
Can I
I was
just
going to
take
say,
that
if a
away?
Minotaur horn lasts for more than 4 hours, you're supposed to seek immediate medical attention. But I guess for you it's different.
Yeah, it's way different for us Cambians, trust me.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
Humans are affected the normal
Wait.
way. For a Cambian...
They're an aphrodisiac act, so whenever
Yeah,
he...
you grind up the power and powder, and that's why it's so expensive. Kings that are inept, I should say, usually pay a high price for.
Good for the Bouch Gawawa.
Oh my god.
In fact, I might issue you a side quest to gift me some.
How come when we killed the Minotaurs in Aldoria, the undead ones, you didn't try to take their lives?
I just don't want to remember these things. Oh my god. Okay, no. Think positive. Think positive. He's probably joking. Probably. My bad. Oh, it should be better. Hmm? Trees are poking through. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we'll be headed back to Duat soon. Not certain if...
That was such a stupid, dark. I hate that joke. That joke was bad.
Hmm?
Hello.
Oh, bye, Lennox. Wonder... Maybe Ida would be able to tell me more about these fire beetle things. They do sound dangerous. I hope they're not common. Acid burns are awful. Though you said they light them sort of on fire using their mandibles, so... Maybe it's normal fire, but it's being created by like a chemical? Treatment's gonna suck for that.
Arbor, have you seen Dixie or Professor Albrecht by any chance?
Mm.
Before you leave the classroom.
Professor Albrecht was still in the classroom when I left. You might be able to catch him in the main building if you hurry.
Alright.
As for
Thank
Dixie,
you.
I don't know. I haven't seen her since the lesson.
Appreciate it.
Wonder if there's really much else. I mean, aside from just cleaning it off, maybe applying a salve to it. I know Hannah was preparing a bunch of it last time, so hopefully we'll have enough for next time. Or when we leave. Wonder how soon we'll be leaving.
Very harsh, but it
Hey,
taught us
Dixie?
good lessons, like be cautious.
Yeah, what's up?
The Yang was looking for you. I think he needs help with the potion stuff he's studying.
Got it.
He was headed to the
where
main
did you see
building.
him?
He's
Got it.
looking for Albert
care.
as well.
Oh, good luck.
See ya.
Yeah.
Should probably figure out what I would need to prep myself for the next coming weeks.
Yeah, definitely make certain
Might
you've
be a
got
good
something to cover
time
your
to
face. Make certain you've got plenty of things to store water in.
Got to. I also
It's gonna be
probably
a
should
sudden
work on
shift going
my
from
weapon.
being so cold here to all the way down in the deserts. At least we'll have a couple of days to sort of adjust on the ship, but... Oh. What is she... Bev is up to something. I don't know what's gotten into her today.
She's exploring possibilities and more.
Huh. Okay.
Zachary.
Hey, Zachary.
Hey. You seen
You
Jixie?
saw her up there too, right? Oh, she went to the main building to go find Liang and do potion stuff.
Oh, by the way, Zachary, how's her chest doing?
Oh yeah, I forgot to check that. I'll come by later. I'm kind of busy right now.
Oh.
But I'm doing okay.
Okay, just
I am
find me or
solely
Hannah.
blind. Oh, okay.
Or someone else.
Everyone's so busy.
Hmm?
That day I was recovering from hearing. Things had taken out a lot of people.
Yeah. I guess people needed an extra
I've
day
only
to
heard
recover.
bits and pieces. Also heard about the underwater mission my squad went on.
Yeah, it was a bit unpleasant. Having to fight underwater
Hi,
isn't good for
Vivina.
anyone.
Oh!
Hi.
Hi!
Good morning.
Good morning!
You seem in a especially chipper mood.
Indeed!
Is something good happen?
I blame it on the current cultivation of my appearance today.
That's definitely something to be happy about, yeah.
Oh, not even necessarily just that. I actually just feel different every single time. Interesting. Never gonna figure out the right composition, though, probably.
Keep experimenting.
I'm sure you'll figure it out eventually.
I'm going to try 3 fingers next.
Oh. So like a thumb and then 2?
Yes, like Flora.
Ah.
Well, she has 3 fingy, then a thumb. I don't know how much it'll change. Maybe a lot, maybe a little.
I'm interested to see.
Yes, although if it's boring, I'll just get rid of it by the time everyone's awake.
Fair enough. Sometimes I do want to like have my longer ears. That's
Your
a lot of
longer
practice
what?
and work. Ears. You know how my other friend had really long ears?
This is true.
That's a lot of work.
Would it not get in the way?
Oh, it probably would, but I just want to know what it would look like on this
That
front.
is fair. Want to have a transmutation party?
I always wondered what I would look like if I was a different type of stone. Or my hair actually got longer.
Ooh.
I have no idea how you work, but maybe you could try transmutation or illusion.
Your
Illusion might
hair
be easier.
grows, right? Technically?
Nope. I have looked this way all my life, ever since I was born.
I guess that makes sense, or else you would have more of your gem.
Interesting. The transmutation party sounds delightful and be great practice.
You want to give it a
Speaking
go now?
scientifically, I mean, I suppose if there was something that that caused my mass to change, maybe, but
I would not be able to.
it doesn't seem like
you
my body
have to
produces
start with
anything.
the basics, Nerali.
Of course, the basics.
Do you even know the significant power words for transmutation yet?
If I visualize it, maybe. I think. Is it? Oh shit, I don't know. I looked at that book block too. Fuck.
I looked at it for 3 days straight.
Alright,
Oh,
then
so
you
they're
tell
not
me.
wings.
Domi Vox Goose.
Don't make Fox go. Fuck! Right. We had a
What's
song.
the long term for knock?
Oh,
I made a song
Master
with
Datorum.
this. Good job.
Yes.
Do you know any of the other ones?
Wait. I'm pretty sure purifier water was like Perez.
No.
Fuck.
Proluo. You're getting mixed up with Featherfall, which is Pluma Prosidens.
I need more studying time.
Uh-huh.
Come, transmutation party.
Okay.
Gross.
Gross, not gross.
You're just upset that you can't have one because no one studies your magic.
What?
You have magic?
Yes, I have magic. What the fuck?
I'm kidding.
You just like you do the whole following a god thing.
Well, it's abjuration.
Falls under the school of abjuration.
But
I'm sure people
yes,
study
generally.
abjuration.
I don't know. Professor Barnes has exhibited 1 or 2 spells that would fall in it.
I still don't know what my stuff is. Maybe evocation?
I don't know. Transportation's so boring.
Can I offer you a
Flashius
ball in
Maximus.
these trying times?
I have no need for rainbows. They only speak lies to my eyes.
What?
What?
Lies?
Yeah. Rainbows, you know. They're like...
It's just the visual spectrum that your eyes are capable of seeing as light refracts across its many wavelengths.
Yeah?
I mean, technically speaking, it's possible that you and I don't
guess.
even see the same colors, or even see them the same way.
You would be more than correct.
I mean, I've heard that, like, certain animals can't see certain colors. Like, their eyes can't see the spectrum, so it just looks sort of dull or grayish, brownish maybe, or other colors are represented in it, ones that are close to it on the spectrum.
I wouldn't know much about that. Oh. I think Ryder would be super introspective. He'd have
Speaking of which, I just
multitudes
noticed
of information
something.
on such a topic.
Your eyes glow.
They do?
Yeah, I think.
I am
mind if I take
am
a look?
imbued with the sure. I am imbued with the fire, so to speak.
The fire of, like, what? Is this related to your god?
It's well, I'm getting
Yeah.
pumped with mana, so yes.
Oh. So if you were pumped with more mana, maybe the fires would get brighter and your eyes would just glow like, wow. That would probably
I
be very
guess.
intimidating.
If only I could be blessed so well. I've actually when I use my spells, Sotali gifts me with the mana on a 1-to-1 basis. I get it back as I use it. The problem is, of course, that when
Headache.
somebody like me is getting pumped full of
You've
mana,
told me
it's
before.
a pain in the butt.
Didn't you also tell me
Mhm.
that your spells are all like basically short form prayers? Like,
Of a sort, yeah. When I am in combat, I am. What's the good word for it? Having a congress with them.
interesting.
We speak, but there are no. We speak, but there are no words. Yeah, it's like a song, a hymn of battle.
So, like, could you give me an example, perhaps? I don't know most of the spells you use, and I don't know if you do the whole, like, you speak it in your mind only sort of thing, because that's easier.
When I use my shield, there is incantations spoken in spirit, but I mean, putting them to tongue is.
It's not necessary. Sort of like if you practice a spell enough, you don't have to necessarily say it aloud.
Well, that, and it is in my native tongue.
So spells can be spoken in a native tongue rather than in the... Actually, I don't even know what language we've been speaking, if there is another language that we've been using for all the spells that we've been taught thus far.
As far as I understand, it's an older form of common.
Interesting.
But yeah, I do. I mean, generally, I'll use the words that they've given us when we're casting together, but on an individual basis, I do prefer to try to find a phrase in my own tongue that works and then concede it to my memory.
It's interesting. I'm still getting the hang of this magic stuff. Not particularly, what's the word? I guess just knowledgeable when it comes to all this stuff. Didn't really know much of anything about it before I came here, so...
Well, I will admit I have learned quite a bit from being here on the bases of how magic is cast outside of the theoretical on page. You read about the matrices and the intricacies of how a spell is weaved and put together and its components, but it's not the same as casting it. Casting it feels like a simpler spells. It feels like you're almost using an organic, like moving a finger.
Like it's second nature?
Only, it's fluid instead of the rigid structure that the book makes it seem.
Maybe.
And when you start on and when I start on a complicated spell that Sotali has deemed fit to bestow upon me, it can feel almost rigid, like a block. And then as you get more knowledgeable in it, it becomes like a flowing river instead of a hard rock that you must mold to what you need. Yun ay traigo sa zisal.
What? What did that mean?
Sorry. It's a welcoming phrase. I'm
I'll assume that's the old language that I don't know.
It's not too old. I mean, Speech of the Eerie is a mix of Draconic and the humans that we live alongside in Eerie. And it's a mix. Old Draconic is my second but lesser known language. If we do for some reason encounter some sort of dragonkin that's like 10 times our size, maybe I can communicate with it. I don't know. Perhaps.
Would probably be
But
useful.
it's
I'd
not-
rather not have to fight a dragon if I don't have to.
The way that they're portrayed, most of them are exploratory and knowing more than one language, so perhaps not needed, but I suppose it would be a boon.
Better
did you
to
notice
know
today
and... Sorry?
Go ahead, better to know.
I think it's better to know Draconic, that is, and have that than to just assume that a dragon might know how to communicate with you via your own common tongue.
It is fair. Although I can't promise that they'd really respect something like me. Did you notice today, by the way, in the book it said that it was dark gods that animate mummies, but the only thing that the mummies are animated to do is protect grave sites, particularly their own.
I did notice that. Gods are, no offense, a bit strange in my eyes. I don't know. Powerful beings like that are hard to comprehend, I guess, from my personal experience.
I'd agree on that with things like Gaia or some of the bigger names. They behave very enigmatically.
Maybe.
Sirtali, thankfully, is straightforward. Being just.
Maybe not all of
That's
them
the whole point.
are so strange. I don't know. Maybe all the dark gods are the crazy ones that go into tombs and animate dead bodies or something. Mummies.
A lot of them seem to like to do that. It's like a pastime. Well, it looks like it's 7 o'clock. Time for my mummy raising duties. He came
Hi,
from
Ryder.
but he was in the he was in the
that
arena.
way.
But
Yeah, he might have popped out of the arena and then came around.
wow. All right.
He also did run that way earlier, so it's possible you just missed him. Because we were having such a lovely conversation. Hi, Rex. Wait.
He didn't press any of
How
the.
did he do that?
What the fuck?
Maybe Rex knows some sort of magic we don't? Rex!
There's nothing. How?
How?
Rex, you're freaking me out, man. Where did he even go?
It's a good question. I don't know, maybe he'll pop back through and we can ask him.
Hope so. Yo,
Oh.
he's got some weird stuff going on.
I found that some of the information in the books isn't always 100% accurate anyways. They are written by people after all, so people write from their own personal observations. Things that they might have seen or perhaps assumed based on whatever they personally saw. Maybe we see something different. Or maybe things aren't quite the way they saw them.
Like those feathered things.
Maybe that was a typo, honestly. I remember the ones that we saw in
I think
Duat were feathered. Nasty.
Were they?
I think so. I think so. Now you've got me...
Mm-hmm.
Were they feathered?
I could have sworn they had...
I wasn't really focused on the
I-
wings, because to be fair, I only saw them once, and that was when Rex got kidnapped, and they wanted me to go with Professor Steele to go get him back. Which, why they wanted me to do that was- I don't know, I think it was maybe because they just wanted a medic.
I very strategically avoided the entire affair with the harpies.
Yeah, I haven't actually properly fought any of them yet, because when we found them huddled around Rex, they just sort of ran away when Steele and I started shooting at them, so... Guns. They're afraid of guns, I think. Maybe. That or they're just afraid of Steele, which I wouldn't blame them on.
Steel, I suppose, could be a frightening figure in combat, yes.
In combat, at least. Aside from that, I don't know. He's just confusing, otherwise.
I'd heard about some of his conduct in the last year. I'm not a fan.
He shot two of my
Rex!
squad mates because they didn't know their schools of magic perfectly.
How did you go through that
Call me
portal
everything,
earlier?
Rick. Oh. Huh? Oh, it's, you just walk up and, Ekvir, I need to go to the restroom.
What? Wait, that's a spell that we can do? What?
Yeah, that's how I always do it. Sometimes I
What?
do it like this.
That's so convenient. Like,
That's not a thing. No, he's full of it.
No, not anymore. I took care of
so
that. That
maybe
was the
you're.
whole point.
Wait, what?
What?
Now I feel like you're just pulling my leg.
You walked up
Had
to
enough
it.
of
You
that
didn't
this
even
year.
touch any of the portal things, and you just.
Did I? Yeah. Do Ekvir, I have to go to the restroom.
That's not a spell. You're full of bullshit. No, that's not. Stop it. That's not a.
What?
That's not a spell.
You
That's
try
not a
it.
spell.
No.
I know damn well you're gonna try. Nothing's gonna happen. But fuck it.
Ekvir, go to the restroom.
Excuse me.
What?
I mean, I'm sorry. I had to.
Wow, Nerali, rude.
I think you did. I was trying to help you out, man.
There's no bathroom in a graveyard.
That wasn't the great. Wait, what? I sent him to the dorms.
She pressed
No, I went to the. I
the,
set
but,
it up in a
the one to the graveyard,
Oh.
and Hugh got sent there. But then, right
Hello?
as she was about to walk in, you hit the yellow one, and she got sent to the dorms. So
I understand. Gotcha. All right. Well, that's how I do it. Like I said, I usually make it look like I'm doing something going through the portal, but. Why? How do you do it? Do you just go to a bush or?
I walked to the bathroom.
Oh, but what if you didn't? What if you went there to like Ekvir figure out if something happened or someone needed you elsewhere? Never mind. Don't worry about it.
what?
Ekvir DM.
People never need me.
Oh,
Diem? Is
that's
that
really
like Carpe
sad.
Diem? Is that a spell too?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Ekvir Discord.
No. I meant like Ekvir roll dice and or. I think we're gonna stop Ekvir and all over the place.
You're going crazy. I might head to bed early today.
Yeah, I might go study. was working on writing some stuff down in my journal, so might as well keep working on it.
I just lost track of her.
Let's see.
Zachary, did you still need me to check your wound from the other day?
Right, yeah.
So I'd like to go work on some stuff, but if you need me to take a look at it, it'd probably be easier for me to do that before I go to do something else.
Yeah, we can do that now. I don't know, she's somewhere up high in the mountains.
Shit, she's still in the graveyard? Okay,
What?
thanks.
Oh. Here, we can just go to our dorm. We've got supplies in there as well. It's only like it's almost like a rash, like a irritation. Causes breakdown in the cells. It's weird. It's not like a burn, like you've been burned with like a hot pan or something.
I totally spaced out. What? What are we talking
Just
about?
talking to myself. Here, come on.
Oh. Do that sometimes too.
Just right here, Zachary.
Oh.
It just makes hurt and it's reapplied and recovered. How has it felt today?
Right.
Not too much pain or anything like that?
Not really. It's uncomfortable to sleep and turn and put clothes on around it, but other than that, the wrapping's done its
understandable.
job.
Yeah. A bit of salve and some fresh wrappings should do it some good. Let's go ahead and try and get this stuff off. Here.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you want me to sit or?
This is fine. I'm shorter than you are.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Fresh wrappings, fresh salve. It'll help it heal faster. Besides, I don't think you want to be feeling all this stuff when it's, in Duat. You'll get dried out even faster. So,
Yeah, no kidding.
the faster this heals while we're here, the better.
Oh, I have a question. What do you know about your people? Do you know much?
I know that I am probably the only one right now.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I have never met another of my kind, so it's lonely. I know I haven't really aged. I've always looked like this. And, outside of the place where I'm from, I seem to have issues with, like, suddenly becoming tired, or at least when I'm not using the light stuff, you know, to heal people. That seems to... Having found a way to use that seems to have cleared that up. I don't know why or how. At least not yet. I've been writing a bunch of this stuff down in a journal. Maybe if there's another one of my kind someday, I'll be able to share it with them, and I don't know, maybe they don't have to go through as much confusion.
I hope you figure it out.
I do too, thanks. So, try and have somebody change it tomorrow. See you around. Oh, weird stairs. Hmm. Oh. Okay. Finish writing this section.